Moin Leute und herzlich willkommen zurück zu Genshin Impact. In der letzten Folge haben wir die Quest von Danislav weitergemacht und heute möchte ich mit euch den zweiten Teil von... Wo haben wir es? Warte mal. Von Historia Antiqua spielen. Das steht heute an und da reisen wir es hin, wenn ich es denn finde, da ist es. Komische Welt voller Banditen. Ja. So, um mit der Quest anzufangen, müssen wir mit Catherine von der Abenteuergilde reden. Das machen wir jetzt auch.
Hi, Catherine. It's us. Any new commissions?
As a matter of fact, there's one that looks perfect for you two. Uncle Dai is one of the foremen at Huishan Hall over in Liyue Harbor. He's hoping the Adventurers Guild can spare some manpower.
What is it we have to do exactly?
I believe you'll be looking for workers.
Das wirkt nicht so wie eine Arbeit, die für mich angemessen wirkt.
Ooh, looking for people? Awesome. We're good at that.
I have no reason to doubt your abilities. I'm sure the details can be worked out face to face. If you're willing to accept this commission, head over to the dock and talk to Uncle Dai.
Warum heißt eigentlich Onkel Dai? Von wem ist der Onkel? Von ihr der Onkel? Vielleicht heißt er einfach nur Onkel. Ach, wer weiß. Gehen wir mal lieber zur Anlegestelle. Der ist ja gleich da. Hallo Onkel Farbe. Also Dai wegen... ich höre auf. Hallo Onkel Dai.
Indeed. Ah, now then. You must be the adventurers assigned by the guild.
Huh? How could you tell?
By the clothes on your back and the look on your face. Experienced adventurers at that, I'll wager.
Ja, der erfahrenste in ganz Teyvat.
Right again. You're pretty perceptive.
In this trade, you need a sharp eye for people, not just rocks. Uncle Dai can see what you're made of from a long way off. All right, my assistant should be arriving soon, so let's just wait here a moment.
Woo! That's why we're here. Now there's someone else taking a cut?
Well, to tell you the truth, this is a very difficult matter. Too much for adventurers alone to handle, I think.
So there is... Do you think we're not up to the job?
Paimon.
It just occurred to me that you don't have all the facts. The incident in question happened in a mine, and it's a little out of the ordinary, to say the least. Mines are dangerous places, as I'm sure you're aware. As such, I've enlisted an industry expert.
Lass mich
Last
raten,
time
es
I
ist
checked,
Zhongli.
adventurers weren't experts in ore appraisal or geological analysis. With a professional by your side, everything should run smooth. Besides, this guy's the best in his field. No matter the rock, he'll tell you its value to the nearest mora at a glance. I'd go as far to say that there's not a soul in Teyvat that knows rocks better than him. I'd be a fool to not listen.
You're a fool if you think you found Teyvat's #1 rock expert.
Oh? And why?
Because Teyvat's #1 rock expert happens to be a friend of ours. Ha! Didn't expect that, did you? Wait here. We'll go fetch...
Wir müssen jetzt Zhongli holen.
Listening to the storyteller. Let's head over.
Dann gehen wir mal, dann teleportieren wir uns mal in die Nähe von Zhongli. Wo chillt der denn eigentlich schon wieder rum? Ah, der chillt hier rum. Suche nach Zhongli. Denkst du, ich finde den mit mir in der Mitte? Ah, da hockt er rum.
In our last tale, Rex...
Zhongli, there you are.
Oh, here for a few tales? I didn't know you two were connoisseurs.
Oh, no. We're here for you.
Ah, something I'm rarely short of.
We need someone who understands geology and ore. Take a look around. Is there any... The requester claims to have enlisted Teyvat's #1 rock expert.
You appear to have taken his claim quite personally on my behalf.
Oh, no. It's just... Uncle Dai kinda just wants to... Really?
But I should inform you that despite my expertise, I cannot necessarily claim to be a leading authority. We are at all times adrift in a sea of learning. New knowledge should be welcomed with open arms. Still, I imagine I will be of help to you in this endeavor. If we do encounter an expert, I look forward to broadening my own understandings.
Stop being so modest, Zhongli. Well, we got him. Let's head back to Uncle Doc.
Na gut. Ich dachte, der hätte auch Zhongli angeworben. Jetzt sagt Zhongli so, oh lol. Das ist genau der Mann, den ich ange... Vielleicht kommt das ja auch noch. Wer weiß, Leute. Ich traue Zhongli nicht. Der redet, der weiß selbst nicht, was mit ihm los ist. Hallo. Das ist Zhongli.
Hi, we're back.
Oh, and this must be the friend you spoke of?
Yep. Paimon doesn't know who your rock expert is.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Uh-huh, so you say. Little Mike, it's no use me singing his praises. You'll,
Is this the place?
Aha! Speak of the devil. Hello, young Kun, these are two adventurers assigned to us.
Die scheinen sich ja nicht unbedingt freundlich gegenüberzustehen.
Funeral Parlor's consultant. Mr. Zhongli, I've heard about you. They say you're a man of great knowledge and many talents.
I'm sure I recognize you. Have we met at the parlor? Wait, I've never been to the parlor.
Was?
Uncle Dai, aren't you gonna test them?
Huh? I...
Then they can figure out a way to test each other. If Zhongli wins, he's the assistant. If Zhongli loses... never mind. Zhongli won't lose.
A contest? Why, it would be my pleasure.
I admire your enthusiasm, good.
I must say, you certainly have the look of an industry
Und was
expert
haben wir
about you.
jetzt damit
It'll
zu
be
tun?
interesting to see which one of us wins.
Stop talking the talk and start walking the walk.
I'm just
Ja,
saying.
Paimon,
like I
was
see
ist denn
it.
mit dir los? Bist heute so
Which is,
aggressiv?
incidentally, the only skill I have worth talking about.
So you're an appraiser, Mr. Kunj.
Well, no. Actually, I've already forgotten what I'm in Liyue Harbor for. I was standing by the side of the road one day when Uncle Dai called me over. He saw me holding a rock and asked me a few questions. He seemed incredibly excited, even followed me for a while. We arranged to meet here.
Huh? How could you forget something like...
I saw him on my way over to Liyue Harbor, poring over rocks and muttering to himself. He looked to be very familiar with them.
Mein Gott, das ist eine Quest über Steine.
I asked him a few questions out of curiosity. To my surprise, he knew more than me, an old mining foreman. In any case, he didn't have any pressing matters and agreed to help me.
So, do you have a poor memory?
Not exactly. Anyway, if it's rocks you need help with, I can most certainly lend a hand.
Immerhin. Also bist du sozusagen Zhongli auf Wisch.
Mr. Zhongli, what do you make of this rock?
A glossy exterior, with a fissure that could only have been left in the wake of a volcanic eruption. If I'm not mistaken, this is a rough gem from another nation.
Ah, a keen eye.
Die Frage ist jetzt, die ich habe, ist der Junge, kriegt der Junge vielleicht auch irgendwann ein geogöttliches Auge, dann könnte er von Zhongli respektiert. Ach, egal, wir machen weiter.
It's no ordinary rough gem. Fragile surface layer, black veining. My intuition tells me that there's high-quality crystal ore inside.
Remarkable! This rock does indeed hail from the vicinity of a volcano. I came across it in a market and snapped it straight up. The seller thought it was some leftover industrial remnant. They had no inkling of the treasure that lay within.
Was macht das so besonders?
Purity and geological rarity alone aren't enough to make a treasure. Some of the most precious crystals contain deposits of water or sand.
Sag mal, irgendwie sind die ganzen Quests mit ihm immer über irgendwelche archäologischen Expeditionen oder Steine. Also ich meine, es gibt nur 2 Quests. Und wenn es eine dritte gibt, dann... Was kommt denn als nächstes? Ist mir jetzt an sich nichts mehr einfallen. Muss ich auch sagen. Na gut.
In the moment of its formation, the crystal hidden within this stone shell captured a pocket of water. For water to be hidden in its depths, like a moon concealed within a mountain, reflecting shafts of daylight that make it through. Now that's a rare treasure.
Such a detailed description. Almost like he saw it with his own 2 eyes. Say, you're not trying to hoodwink us, are you? After all, we haven't even seen what's inside yet.
Everything he said is true.
Ja, immerhin.
Most crystals are born in
Müssen sie beide
high-temperature
irgendwas.
environments. Heat and water aren't natural bedfellows, of course, which is why crystals with water deposits are so sought after. Moreover, this particular crystal contains mountain lake water. A rare find indeed.
Well, if Zhongli says so, it must be true.
I've yet to encounter anyone with a judgment as shrewd as yours, Mr. Zhongli. How did you know exactly what lay within?
I've seen many such stones in my time. I recognized it immediately. I hope you didn't mind me flaunting my experience, Mr. Kunjun.
Of course not. I feel I've met a kindred spirit here today. I hope you will accept my friendship.
Jetzt haben sie sich angefreundet, oder was? Ach du Scheiße.
Uncle Dai, it would be a mistake for Mr. Zhongli not to join us. Trust me when I say that his level of expertise is unrivaled in the trade. You won't come across another of his caliber in your lifetime.
Very well. There is strength in numbers, after all. Everyone,
Toll,
follow
noch
me to
mehr
the
Leute.
chasm. There are men counting on you to find them.
So, dann gehen wir mal zur Erzader, die uns gesagt wurde. Oder dafür müssen wir weiterreisen. Na, bis gleich. Mistviecher. Naja, gut.
Whoa, this mine is huge.
This is where the incident occurred. 6 days ago, a group of us left the site to attend to other matters. When we returned, the 4 men we'd left behind had vanished.
Oh nein.
I led a team around the entire mine, but found no trace. That's when I decided to enlist help.
So
Das
4
war's noch gar
miners
nicht
have
dran.
disappeared.
Yes, there were 10 of us. We lost Long, Bold Sen, Brave Sen, and Mao. I worked with all of them.
Den Jungen und den alten Zen.
Workers in this trade are usually young men in the prime of their lives. Could it be that the 4 of them left for another mine?
Unlikely.
Aber da
There's
ist
no
doch der
other
alte
lodging
Chen
for
dabei.
miles around, and we didn't pass any other mines on the way over.
Huh. Such a huge mine. Did you...
Underground, overground, we left no stone unturned. We tried everything short of digging further into the earth itself.
We'll need to explore the site ourselves before...
Very well. I'll wait here. Please, proceed wherever you'd like. If you come across any clues...
So strange.
Ja gut, dann suchen wir mal nach
Them to suddenly disappear.
Hinweisen.
Did they run away from something? Over here, a pile of shirts.
A few everyday items.
1, 2, 3. Huh. That seems. These must be spares, right? Look,
The 4 of them have been gone for 6 days without a change of clothes.
there's also.
Oh
a
Gott, die müssen ja
handkerchief
ordentlich,
and some soap lying around.
Oh mein Gott, die müssen ja ordentlich stinken
Items for
dann.
washing one's face before the dawn shift. Mining equipment.
So, they didn't take any.
Correct. Improbable. There are 4 pickaxes missing. It seems likely they left with They had time to take their tools, but not their everyday items?
Huh. Why would someone set off?
1, they were working close by and didn't need to move their personal effects. But seeing as they've yet to return, this seems an... Or 2, they were forced to leave and had no time to think...
Oh.
It's certainly a possibility.
If they didn't leave, maybe they were made to leave.
Okay. Vielleicht finden wir mehr
Let's look
Hinweise.
around
Ah,
first
da
and see
oben.
if we can find any clues.
Hier soll irgendwo ein Hinweis sein. Konjon, ist Konjon ein Hinweis? Nee. Aber er ist bei einem Kollapis.
Kunjun.
Oh, right on time.
Did you find anything?
There's a chunk of ore here. Perhaps there are clues with.
Or, what does it have?
Let's find out. I'll give it a try.
Kannst du mir das Kollapis geben? Ich mag Kollapis.
Okay.
Da war vorne war doch noch einer.
Looks like he's concentrating.
I see.
A child? What's a...
I'm.
Also, how did you...
Oh, I don't mean see in the traditional sense. I would appreciate it if what I'm about to tell you remained a secret. I can perceive the memories of ore.
Das ist nicht normal.
Huh?
Perceive? So there's no conjecture at work?
You mean you can put your hand on a...
I've always sensed that ore contains memories. Sometimes it records events that occur in the surrounding area. All I have to do is touch.
Amazing! So you can find
Das
out
ist nicht
everything that
normal.
It depends on the ore. Some ores have astounding memories. Others, like iron ore and white iron ore, aren't up to much. Core lapis and crystal memories are much stronger. They record more events and in greater detail.
Stone seeing. Fascinating. A rare ability indeed.
I'm glad I can be. Based on what I saw, I believe they followed this path.
This will take us north. Oh,
North. Another clue.
Das ist definitiv nicht normal. Ich würde dich gerne diesen Stein, ich kann diesen Stein nicht abbauen. Zu schade. Okay, dann gehen wir mal zu diesem Dude. Hallo Dude. Hui.
excuse me, sir.
Ah,
Nee,
yes. You must be here about the disappearance. Please find I don't know what happened. The weather was gloomy that day. I stayed behind with the other four. After a while, I ended up falling asleep in the shelter inside. When I woke up, there was no sight of them. Maybe
So the men that were out working disappeared, with the only one left. Perhaps an accident occurred on site.
What a scary thought. An on-site accident. We should note that.
Ja.
We found some clues. Time to report back to Uncle Dai.
Okay, dann gehen wir mal zu Onkel Dai und gucken mal, was er über die Dinge denkt.
you're back. How are the investigations going?
We found 3 clues in the vicinity. First, there are 4 missing pickaxes, yet everyday items are still in their place. This suggests that your men didn't leave of their own accord, but were forced to.
Forced to? But who would kidnap miners?
Ja, keine Ahnung. Es gibt immer Leute mit komischen Fetischen.
Who indeed? Second, there were 5 workers at the mine. One of them left the site to take rest. Those who kept working all disappeared. The one who left early emerged safe and sound.
Now that you mention it, I recall Bravo saying that could someone have entered the site and simply walked away with them?
This leads me to my third point. Mr. Kun-jun here made good use of his, expert techniques to arrive at a conclusion. It was a
A child? But there are no settlements here for miles around.
Unlikely as it sounds, that's our conclusion.
Where did they go?
We believe that they followed the road north, away from the mine and toward the ruin.
North. Right. I'll rally my men and head in pursuit. You've been invaluable to the investigation, but leave the legwork to us. If we set off now and make haste, we might be able
Ich habe
to...
nichts
Not so
geleistet bis
fast.
jetzt.
The incident occurred 6 days ago. Even if they set...
You're right. New plan. I'll lead my search party over to the settlements further out and make some inquiries. There are only a few settlements around here with lodging for the night. We'll go investigate and see if we can... In the meantime, you could keep looking for clues. If we don't see each other, let's reconvene at Wangshu Inn tomorrow evening.
Agreed.
All right. Me and my men will...
Okay, dann gehen wir mal.
So, they're gonna talk to the people over.
Correct.
There aren't any more clues at the mine. Shouldn't we go north?
Wait. I believe...
Huh? Oh yeah! Where's Kunjun?
Vielleicht wurde er auch entführt. Ne, da oben steht er.
Phew. Go! Kunjun, what are you...
Ah, apologies. I'm conducting a quick search for my own benefit. I'm looking for a precious stone.
Dragonfall.
Nicht mein Fachgebiet.
Dragonfall is often used in forging.
I'm sorry. I don't recall why I'm seeking it. I've been feeling very... In fact, I've been feeling extremely anxious. As if there's something I've forgotten to finish. It's an unpleasant sensation.
Oh, Paimon knows that feeling.
Ja, du kannst ja nicht mal ordentlich denken, Paimon.
But you can't remember exactly what it is.
I don't even know where to start with it. I've been aimlessly wandering. That day at the market, I overheard a conversation while I was buying something. They mentioned Dragonfall. It sounded so familiar to me, as if whatever it was I had to do was linked. Perhaps if I can retrieve some.
I see. If I am able to during our endeavor, I will help you look for this stone.
Das sind wir, der
Really?
Dude.
Oh,
Think nothing of it.
Shouldn't we get going?
Heading north from the chasm, we'll reach Lingju Pass. If this is indeed the path they chose, there will be...
Great! Let's have a...
Okay. Ziemlich viel Zeug, aber naja, gut. Dann gehen wir zum Lingyu-Pass. Mein Gott.
Huh? Go!
Ob es hier wohl Spuren gibt?
Wait! There are tracks here!
Ich sehe nichts.
These must have been left by the miner.
Let us make our way to the end of Lingju Pass. If there are no footprints there, it would suggest that the miners are still within the pass itself.
Na gut, dann fliegen wir mal hier rüber. Guck mal, da unten ist sogar ein Mieterschul. Oh, ich wurde anvisiert. Nicht so gut. Aber scheinbar war der Hilly-Schul oder was auch immer das war, zu langsam, um mich wirklich zu treffen. Oh, vielleicht sind sie ja da hinten schon. Oh nein, das ist ein Ruinenwächter. Wir jetzt wohl gleich gegen den kämpfen müssen. Hier verlaufen sich die Spuren.
It would appear that they made their way through Lingju.
If we follow their footprints, we should be able to find where they went.
Noch mehr Fußspuren. Oh, da unten ist ein Ruinenwächter.
Oh no! The footprints end here!
We should inquire with anyone nearby. If the miners came through here, they may well have seen them.
Jung Yui.
Hi there! Have you
A miner.
Wie hier einfach Leute sind. Hallo, Wei.
Hello!
Stop bothering me. Can't you see I'm Cloud?
Jeez! A little whatever.
Okay, die Leute hier draußen sind auch einfach nur weird. Oh nein. So, ich habe mal kurz das Ungeziefer entfernt. Jetzt reden wir mit Ling.
Hey there!
It must have been about 4 or 5 days ago. There were a few men who came through here carrying baskets.
Yeah, that's
4 or 5 days ago. It appears that they were moving slower than we'd anticipated.
It was
Dass
so
sie den ganzen Tag
strange.
dafür gebraucht haben.
4 big guys with lifeless expressions. It was like they were in some...
Huh. This...
I caught a glimpse. Blue hair, short. I think it was a girl.
And they took...
Yes, they followed it straight from
Vielleicht
here.
Kiki?
let's go after them.
Könnte das Kiki sein?
Go!
Wenn's Kiki war, war es bestimmt ein Auszusehen.
Huh? Phew. Go! Huh? More footprints. There's a person over there.
Help! Please save me!
Is that one of the people we're looking for? Oh, rescue first. Ask questions later.
Naja, gut. Vielleicht hat ja Kiki auch einfach Leute gebraucht, die für sie was abbauen.
Here we go. Think you can get away? By royal decree.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Higher, higher, hands on fire.
Gerade hat irgendwas mir echt viel Schaden gemacht. Was keinen Sinn ergibt.
Those monsters were so aggressive. They must have noticed me walking through. Before I knew it, they were all over me. My name is Wanyu. I belong to Liyue's Shengyu Hall. I head up our human culture and civilization.
Huh? You sure you're not a minor?
A minor?
Yeah, we're looking for a group of 4 strong fellas carrying mining. Really?
Yes. I set off from Nantianmen the day before yesterday, heading for Lingju Pass. About halfway there, I was in a hurry. I didn't get a good look.
I think that's all we needed to hear.
I hope it's useful to you.
Ja,
I'd better get going.
vorgestern,
There's
das
a
heißt vor
conference I
2
need to
Tagen.
attend.
Das heißt, wir kommen näher.
According to this scholar, the miners were heading for Nantianmen.
Can we be absolutely sure that it was the men that...
A child with a group of adults. Sounds pretty close to Paimon. But...
Hey, perhaps that rock over there can tell us more.
Aha! Paimon nearly forgot.
It looks promising. I'll do my best.
Psst, das ist ein Widerdurt. Los, verbinde deine Seele mit dem Stein. Der eine hat keinen Korb, was eine faule Sau. Aber das Kind hat er nicht gesehen.
It's the same group, all right.
Mr. Kunjun.
I suppose it is an asset, though I rarely find a use for it. But
It's a good thing we brought our Kunjun compass along. We would have lost all sense of direction.
you think so? I guess it's been a worthwhile trip then. It feels like we're cracking a criminal case.
Be that as it may, we would do well to keep our guard. 4 fully grown men in a trance-like state, walking ceaselessly day and night.
Oh, you're quite right, Mr.
Aber dafür habt ihr
That's
mich
not
ja.
all.
Ich bin da und
Our
Schnetzeln und ihr
scholar
seid
was
da, um
attacked by
anderes Zeug zu
Geovishap
machen.
hatchlings, but the level of aggression they exhibited was... We have encountered many clues along the way. The miners headed in the direction of Nantianmen the day before yesterday. From here, they would have had to navigate a perilous mountain. I left a mark in the vicinity just now. If Uncle Dai does pass through here.
Clever thinking.
Gut. Wo müssen wir denn jetzt hin?
Hey, over here on the ground. Is this one of the missing people?
Ja, ein Minenarbeiter.
There's a basket lying here too. This
Hey,
Ist er tot?
hello?
Judging by his appearance,
Should we wake up?
I can...
Sounds like he's whispering something.
it seems that he thinks he still has work to do. There's a camp nearby. We should take him there and monitor his condition.
Okay, dann war da weiter. Das ist das Camp, okay.
Go, Barbara, go.
Interessant. Was haben die Ersuchungen gegeben?
He won't die.
He's worked himself into a stupor. Thankfully, he's not.
Paimon heard him talking about digging for something.
It's certainly a possibility.
It looks like are these?
Oh, wow. Nicht sehr spannend.
I just witnessed the memories within these ore fragments. This person brought these fragments out of the mine. He's one of the 4 that were...
How he came to be here is what we...
So he was kidnapped. But if they didn't need him, why bring him all the way out here?
Unless something happened.
Ugh. Paimon's had enough.
Oh, wait a moment. Seeing these fragments has jogged my memory. I have something for you.
What is it?
Something...
As I mentioned, before I met Uncle Dai, I was in a daze. After setting out with you on this case, it feels like I was so happy when Uncle Dai enlisted you to help. I would never have met... These are some crystals that I bought from the market. Not any old crystals, mind you. This purity is extraordinarily rare. One for each...
It's beautiful. Oh, and the colors change as you turn...
But of course. And this one is for Mr. Zhongli. Huh? Is something...
On the contrary. I just hadn't anticipated but thank you.
I'm pleased you like them. It's nice to be able to give a gift that others can appreciate. Oh, I see more rocks over there. You should all get some rest. I'm going to scan the surroundings. Perhaps...
You sure like...
Ores are the crystals of the earth. Get some rest and call me when you're ready to set off. I won't be far.
Rest easy. Oh.
Huh?
Traveler. Does dragon...
You mean the ore that Kunjun's looking for?
Dragonfall is an incredibly rare ore used in forging. The majority of regular crystals are formed in high-temperature environments. Dragonfall, on the other hand...
Elemental reactions can produce...
Indeed they can. Dragonfall first emerged in the midst of a great battle, thousands of years ago. Powerful clashes of elements... And yet they are crystal creations all the same. Few and far between, relatively unknown.
Wow.
Why is it
Echt
then
selten.
that a citizen of Liyue now wishes to strike upon ore that has long since vanished from the earth?
Yeah, if he knows of its
Vielleicht ist
existence...
ein Adept.
There are those in the mining trade who retain a keen interest in Dragonfall. But for someone like Mr. Kunjun, whose motivation... A conclusion that is presently impossible to reach. Don't forget, rescuing those miners is the primary objective. As for anything else, we're drawing closer to our goal. I believe we should continue to follow this road through. Now that we've found one, when you're well rested, call Mr. We should ensure this miner is settled here at the camp. Once we've brought this matter to a close, we can return and attend to him.
Okay. Ich fühle mich bereit weiterzumachen. Ein Altstein in des Orts. Okay. Na gut, dann gehen wir mal weiter und lassen den Jungen da so liegen. Kann ja sich ins Feuer legen, damit er so ein bisschen wieder warm wird. Jetzt sind wir schon gleich wieder bei diesem Baum.
No problem. I'm done here.
Any results, Mr.
There are many beautiful rocks here, but nothing out of the ordinary. Then again, the memories of ore can shift with the passage of time. Difficult to say. I feel that ore memories...
So there's never any...
Rocks endure, but as eons pass, their memories are erased. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful...
That makes sense. It is the same for...
Indeed.
Zhongli, warum kannst du sowas auch oder kannst du sowas nicht? Wenn der sich jetzt als guter Mensch herausstellt, kannst du mir auch eine Vision geben, theoretisch. Ja, das ist der Baum.
Wow.
And there's so many mysterious looking crystals.
This ancient... Let's conduct separate investigations. I'll take that area. Perhaps... All right then.
Kunjun, can you see anything worth...
Well, there is this stone tablet.
Doesn't seem very interesting.
Huh. It's worth a try, surely. Let me... Oh! This is...
Hey, what's wrong?
Just a bit lightheaded. It's not...
Oha, Lügen haben kurze Beine und seine Beine sind gerade ganz schön kurz geworden.
Why don't you climb the tree and have a look? If you don't try, you won't know. Anyway, you'll be able to get a good...
Oh.
When has Paimon ever come up with a bad idea,
Ich habe eine ganz lange Liste.
Wait a minute. Paimon can fly. All
All of you, come here.
Zhongli's quick. Let's
Ja, quick, ich geh nachschauen. Der was Zhongli Interessantes entdeckt hat. Vielleicht ein Bergarbeiter.
This has been newly dug. It would appear our answer is...
Is that a voice coming from the tunnel?
Compose yourselves. There is an unusual presence emanating from inside the tunnel.
Okay. Der Tunnel ist wirklich neu.
This is...
The missing miners are here. What are they digging for?
I'm afraid that this whole tunnel is the fruit of their strenuous labor.
That gate. Has it been there all along?
Sieht aus wie Zhonglis Zeichen.
Digging a tunnel to this ancient seal. Had they not been discovered, they would undoubtedly persevere until the gate.
So behind the seal there's...
Sorry, bei den ganzen...
What do we do? We can't hurt them.
Oh mein Gott. Okay, das ist nicht Kiki. Das war definitiv nicht Kiki. Und was zur Hölle ist da gerade passiert? Oh oh.
What type of monster is this?
Morax, you arrive at my doorstep of your own volition. Excellent. Taking revenge and sealing me away will be all the easier.
So, the little girl is your power incarnate. But if you recall, Azdaha, this is not how we intended for events to transpire.
Waste not your words. Your life is mine.
Die scheinen jetzt nicht unbedingt das beste Verhältnis miteinander zu haben.
By royal decree. Yahoo!
Ich brauche schon mehrere Arkums, um mit dem Vieh mitzuhalten. Naja gut. Bisher macht es ja noch nicht so viel Schaden. Ah, das ist nicht gut.
If that is what you choose to believe, so be it. He who bears the weight of memory is destined to shoulder the burden of truth, as it ought to be.
Aua. Hier ist der mit dem Vieh. Kommt das jetzt auch nochmal raus?
Let's dance. Oh no! La 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 la. Go!
Stabilize.
Oz, reveal thyself. Let's play. See?
Kommt schon zur Hälfte, haben wir es fast down. Los, Zhongli.
We'll have order.
Let the show be. By royal decree.
The enraged earth will not absolve you! Morax, You think you can destroy me?
Was ist dann mit dir? Oh nein. Venti?
Brace yourselves.
Ah!
How rude. Think you can get away? Wings of
Okay,
darkness.
oder.
Sever night from day. Higher, higher, pants on fire.
Solidify!
Was ein riesiges Drecksvieh das auch ist.
Odds reveal.
Fisher!
Stabilize!
See?
Ah, weg mit dir.
Morax. 1,000 years after you sealed me underground.
Was ist das für ein Vieh?
You should call it by its name, Azdaha.
Fate? Fate? So here lies the wisdom of the gods. Destroy.
No. You have forgotten.
That voice.
Azdaha.
Huh? Kunjun?
Morax. It's been a while.
You're
Azdaha. The very same.
During the battle, you imbued us with your power.
Yes. It was all I could manage. Forgive me for concealing the truth, traveler. Allow me to elaborate. I am not Azdaha the
Das habe ich mir
Whole,
fast gedacht.
Heaven and earth, yin and yang, opposing forces. You can consider the existence of me and the Azdaha you see there to be a reflection of such polarities.
no.
When the seal loosened, your power manifested in this world as a child. With this new identity, you were able to vent about the forces that suppressed you. That's when it occurred to you. The loosening of the seal constituted an opportunity to strike back. Kidnapping the miners was all in aid of digging to the...
The audacity! Are you insane? If you truly are a...
I was another power awakened with the loosening of the seal. Too weak to reincarnate, I was barely conscious. I couldn't remember who I was. Only the...
I had sensed that something was amiss when you mentioned Dragonfall. Had your power been but a little stronger, I would have recognized you.
Das sieht ziemlich selbstzufrieden aus.
Don't blame yourself. I have changed beyond all recognition. Only when I touched this... It's been so long. A secret beyond all comprehension of youthful humanity. And...
There would be no harm in it.
You Azdaha was once a friend and ally of the Geo-Archon Morax, with a lifespan far exceeding that of mankind. However, that which is derived of the Earth is no more or less than the Earth itself. The memories of rocks do not last long. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful emotion.
By the way, ein Weekly Boss der Azdaha.
Erosion ground Azdaha's consciousness into oblivion. Azdaha, now incomplete, became irascible.
What would you expect? It was humanity.
This much is true, which is why you attacked the chasm. Why you, in the beginning, in order to open up new territory and increase production, the citizens of Liyue came to the mountains to mine. Overexploitation caused the ley line erosion, made us even more savage. No matter how we struggled, we lost the ability to coexist. Morax shared with us some of his power to prevent further erosion. But it was futile. And so, we became you. And from your will, I am your final contract. Witness the promise between Azdaha and Morax.
No.
I am the remnants of Azdaha's benevolence. The echo of a contract set in stone.
Oh, und wieder ein Vertrag. Wow.
This is I, Azdaha, forged of elemental crystal,
Morax is not an insect.
A lord over insects is nothing but an insect in
You forgot yourself. Nobody, that which you have forgotten, I hold here in my heart. All powers under heaven, rise and fall.
A star appears within the wild. A sun. Strange.
You are spent, and I will soon in the wilderness. Snow falls on a spring day. In an instant.
No.
Perhaps it isn't, but it will make.
More axe.
The little girl vanished.
Are you satisfied?
I had to make amends. So, Morax.
Ja. Der ist doch an sich kein Gott mehr.
I'm afraid old habits die hard.
As you please.
I never did forget your gift of.
I hardly lifted a finger. Think nothing.
And yet,
Das ist so
you could
arrogant.
see. You wouldn't know the yearning of a blind dragon, searching for the sun.
Your power is nearly spent. Shall we get going, you and I?
Surely the pressing matter is still that of the miners trapped outside the seal.
Indeed. Hence the need to get going.
Wir kriegen sogar eine Truhe. Wo hab ich wenig Lust, dieses Vieh da immer wieder jede Woche zu klatschen.
Huh? How did we get here? We need to go back and check on the miners.
So, da unten ist Onkel Dai.
So there you are. My men and I found your clues and followed them. We found Mao in a tent at the
Wie der einfach
campsite
immer noch
unconscious.
so sich gerade kurz im
Seems
Auflösen
he'll
ist.
be okay. Huh?
Nothing. Pay it no mind.
Cave? What?
They're exhausted, but not in danger.
Right. Well, thank you.
So you're taking them back to leave?
That's right.
Can I come with you?
No problem. You rescued my men. I'll be happy to
Kunjun, we should be calling you Azdaha. You're coming back.
Not I. Once I'm gone, the true owner will accompany the miners back to Liyue. Kunjun hails from a family of famous artisans. He too.
You always did have a...
Curious how swords and daggers are blind. Yet they're
Azdaha.
I can sense it.
Today I am just an ordinary
Even you met such a fate.
No matter. If that day comes to pass, Liyue...
And how will Liyue fare without Rex Lap?
Even without a god above, this remains a nation of men. I was once their god. I ought to...
Wollten wir ihn nicht mal wegen Dings ausquetschen?
That's
In
unimportant.
den letzten Folgen, wegen dem Chimera.
Fate is ordained by you may live forever, doomed to a lonely existence. Yet even this is temporary. When you reach the end,
I do not pretend to match your rhetoric when it comes to the subject of a life long lived. I fear that the life of an...
Were it not so, you would have killed me long ago.
You've brought a smile to my face. When all is said and done...
That day in the chasm.
A heart of stone is a heart nonetheless. But I am the god of contracts, and was for a time.
You chose justice, but did not forsake your kindness. You came to me not as an assassin.
The movements of the Earth Dragon can tremble the earth and shake the heavens. With your abilities, even at my full strength.
Hence, my... Do not forget that I was there with Liyue's founder. The face may have changed, old friend.
Thank you, Azdaha.
My life is nigh on eternal. I will go on with the infinite flow of time.
You're leaving?
If it is fated, Morax, we will meet again.
Oh je. Rip Azdaha.
Yes.
Whoa. That was so weird.
In fact, we have yet to meet the real Kun. He was. Centuries may have passed since then, but events from 1,000 years.
Tja.
In our
Kann man
last
mit ihm
tale,
gehen sehen.
Rex Lapis was walking alone in the mountains. He heard a remote voice, unlike any other, coming from a crack in the earth.
Most of the ancient geo-life forms that live below Liyue are blind, having not seen the sunlight for an age.
The voice was sometimes sad and song-like. Other times it was loud and thunderous. The Lord of Geo searched here and there before finally unearthing a strange stone from the bedrock.
That's how Azdaha was. I answered his wish and took him above ground.
The Lord of Geo took pity on the rock spirit and carved it into a magnificent work of craftsmanship, a vivid representation of a dragon.
I bestowed him with a pair of eyes to see the world and came to an agreement with him.
With his fingers, he made 2 eyes, quicker than words could tell. Lightning flashed and thunder roared, and a living, breathing dragon soared into the clouds.
I agreed to let him live among the people above ground. But if the day ever came when he brought ruin to order, he would once again be sealed in the dark.
The dragon accompanied the Lord of Geo, fighting campaigns alongside him in the 4 corners of the world. We have a saying to eulogize these events. The crash of a spear brought billowing dust. The mountains and waters made way at the sound. The sight of a dragon bestowed with a touch the promise of rainwater blessing the ground.
A 1,000 years ago, Azdaha attacked the chasm. I tried to obstruct him, fighting him tooth and nail down the length and breadth of the mine. Finally, I brought him down and sealed him underground.
Oh, ich habe jetzt das ganze Ding mal ohne zu kommentieren durchlaufen lassen. Ich hoffe, das ist in Ordnung. Ich weiß, heute ist ein bisschen wenig mit dem Reden, es tut mir leid.
During that battle, Dragonfall was born. Azdaha could sense the stone. Subconsciously, he wanted to use it to find me. Despite being the victor, I could not claim to be stronger than he. And in his heart, he still retained an ounce of goodwill towards me. Towards Liyue. Towards life above ground. He was willing to be sealed away. But as the erosion set in, he forgot. Even I cannot avoid it. But there is something I understand better than most. When the door opens, the greater the power, the greater the danger erosion may bring about. The millennia may come and go, but even a stone may tire.
Ist das ein Grund, warum ich entschieden habe zu gehen?
Personally sealing away an old friend. This is people abandon and surrender the things they love to pursue the right path. Perhaps this is the erosion imposed, but I was a god of mankind. My identity may change, but my eyes will bear witness.
You still care a lot about Liyue.
Call it, I must thank you both.
No worries.
Wartet. Ah, jetzt können wir jetzt über Kainara fragen?
About what?
Oh, yeah. So, not long ago, he told us about Conria and the punishment of the gods. That's when we realized that those events were connected to the person we're searching for.
Irgendwie ergibt sich mir immer noch keinen Sinn aus Paimon.
Zhongli, you're a god. You've lived through thousands of years of...
I...
Why?
Zhongli, komm schon.
You can't even give us a thread of information? This
I understand. But I must apologize. This is
Och
my contract.
nö.
You mean another past grievance? Like the incident with Azdaha? Too painful to talk about?
It was signed before it all began. I have always honored... You two are friends to me. I can assure it brings me no pleasure to disappoint you. But as the god of contracts...
Would you be ready to find out?
It appears your understanding of this world... There are many events of ages past. They have been eroded by time.
Da
But you
müssen
are
wir vielleicht
capable of
Venti
finding
fragen.
that those who come to witness will witness. If you take the same road as that person, there may be more difficulties ahead. But as long as you firmly believe that you...
Und so endet Historia Antiqua. Und Leute, Pain, der Drache. Okay, naja gut, es wird vielleicht auch bald dann auch einen zweiten Teil von der Venti-Quest dann auch geben müssen. Wegen dem Canria-Zeugs. Aber ansonsten würde ich sagen, Meisterin Hutao schickt jetzt Zhongli wieder zum Bestattungsunternehmen zur Arbeit. Und ich verlasse euch fürs Erste mit dieser Folge Genshin Impact. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Wenn es euch gefallen hat, lasst gerne ein Like, Abo und Kommentar da. Wir sehen uns in der nächsten Folge wieder. Bis dann.